Hello, Naglaa. How's it going?
Fine, great. I know it's early there in England. Okay. Thanks for being with me that early.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Good.
Gilbert, people in Egypt, they want to know you. Would you please present yourself and tell us who is Gilbert Jolly?
Hi. So yeah, I'm Gilbert Jolly. I am the Chief Technology Officer of Jolly Learning, and for the last few years, I've been working on creating Jolly Classroom, which is the interactive learning platform for Jolly Phonics, specifically for teachers in the classroom who are using a projector or whiteboard to teach Jolly Phonics. And Jolly Classroom, it makes it it gives the teachers step-by-step walkthrough of performing Jolly Phonics lessons, and it makes it very easy and simple.
So you are the one who maintain or made the approach of the digital and online learning resource in Jolly.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So would you please tell us about the digital learning resource in Jolly? Because I know it's different. I know it's unique. So I want you to talk about this approach.
So we, when you're teaching Jolly Phonics, the adherence to all the steps of the scheme are really important. And that's why we spend so much time working with our fantastic trainers to make sure that teachers adhere to the pedagogy. But also, Jolly Classroom makes it very easy to teach Jolly Phonics accurately to the scheme. So you go through the story, the action, flashcards, the blending, the segmenting, and it takes you through all of the steps. So you can't miss anything.
So you follow the consequence. You follow the consequence correctly. So the teacher doesn't need the teacher's guide or the lesson plan or so.
Exactly. The teacher has this kind of step-by-step guide, but it's more than that, because it's not just like it's not a template. It has significant benefits that go beyond the help of the teacher, because it makes the lessons more fun and interactive. They have beautiful graphics of the story. They have they're able to create words by dragging letters in. The words are segmented visually. And we have lots of additional games in there that really that differ from day to day, teaching and revising all of the skills, but providing a huge amount of variety for the children. So
yes, yes, and let me, as a teacher, before being a trainer, let me praise these games, because I feel that you are hitting all the learning styles of the children, because you have the visual style, we have the kinesthetic style, we have the auditory style. So I can see this in the games. They love it. Actually, they love it. They love this part in the session. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So do you see that Jolly Classroom complement your core curriculum?
Absolutely. It is the core part of the literacy for the children.
Okay, great. And does it enhance the learning experience of the students of the English second language?
Absolutely. Because of the engaging multi-sensory nature of the program, the children, rather than having to sit through a dry lesson, they're really engaged. They're having fun. They want to do literacy rather than it being a chore. And that the fact that there's a desire to learn and an engagement means that it's much more effective. The program and the kind of the pedagogy is very effective by itself, but if you put on top of it and it's kind of engaging later, it multiplies massively.
Okay, so in your country, I know that you have different nationalities, different children from all over the world. And in your schools, you can find that children who cannot speak English as first language. Do you think that Jolly Learning or Jolly Classroom specifically got its impact on those children?
Absolutely. So Jolly Phonics, we find that because of the again the simple, the multi-sensory nature of it, and the fun nature of it, that it has an impact on all students equally. That there's no difference between children who are the boys and the girls. The difference between children with the first English as a first language and English as an additional language is greatly reduced because they're focusing on these core skills and it's very engaging.
Okay. What about the feedback coming from other countries? Do you have any feedback about your Jolly Classroom?
The majority of our sales are actually from throughout the world, and the feedback is overwhelmingly positive. The teachers love it and dive in.
What about Egypt? Do you have any feedbacks from Egypt?
I would shoot that question back to you, Naglaa, because you've been working with.
Okay, so listen to these feedbacks, okay? Because I definitely know that you don't have this. Let me tell you. Of course, it's amazing. I've been applying it with the kids in my preschool, and honestly, it has yielded fantastic results. I'm glad you asked about Jolly Classroom. It's absolutely fantastic. The program is well structured and highly engaged for students. It combines fun activities with effective learning techniques. Using Jolly Classroom is amazing. It provides all the tools that teachers need to deliver fun through teaching. As a teacher, I think the site is very practical and applicable. First of all, the platform is easy to use. It provides a classroom steps for every lesson, revision of the previously learned sounds, presentation, practice, etc., which can help unexperienced teachers or even parents to have the platform easily. So these are the feedbacks from Egypt.
Wonderful. That's fantastic.
And by the way, I didn't read it all. I have more. I'll send it. I'll email it to you.
Thank you. Yeah, that's amazing. Very nice to hear.
Okay, so what are the key benefits reported in terms of student engagement in other countries, not in Egypt? Because in Egypt, I know what they are doing. In other countries, do you have any negative points about Jolly Classroom? Does anyone send you an email telling you that Jolly Classroom needs so and so and so?
I don't think we have any negative feedback. We have requests for more. So we are building out the next year of Jolly Classroom. So the moment Jolly Classroom is just year one Jolly Phonics, so we'll be moving to Jolly Grammar. And we have requests for assessment to be able to assess pupils inside Jolly Classroom, and that's coming. So the Jolly Classroom has been steady for a while, and we have some really big updates coming.
Okay, this is great, and I know that you are making meetings and you are asking trainers about what they need, and this is actually very important. And I really appreciate what you are doing with us. Okay, so about Egypt, let me talk about Egypt. Do you think, based on your interaction with the Egyptian education system, do you think that Jolly Phonics is, I want to make it simple. Do you think it's applied in Egypt in the way that you really want it to be?
There have been huge progress in Egypt. There have been large trainings. Resources are available. We have a good distribution. So Jolly Classroom is increasingly used. So everything I hear about Egypt is tremendously positive, and I think that it's primed to have an increase in scale. We would love to see it being used even more widely, and there's a balance of things that that need to happen from training and support to teachers to increasing use of Jolly Classroom. The Jolly Classroom obviously benefits hugely when there are lots of projectors and whiteboards in schools. So that is potentially a factor that could be limiting it. Of course, Jolly Classroom is also available as an app on tablets, so that's a way of getting around it as well. But the movement in Egypt to develop Jolly Phonics and to go faster with it is developing. So yeah, everything we hear about Egypt is very positive.
Okay, Egypt and India. I know that those two countries are making lots of problems by having non-official trainers, by printed and PDFs of the resources and so on. So what happened recently with Jolly Classroom? Any any problems or still not?
No, I mean, there's no problem with Jolly Classroom because Jolly Classroom, the lessons are, you can't really pirate Jolly Classroom. You have to, there's no piracy.
Because it's a platform, and I don't think they can imitate it or they can cheat it or do something like this. But few months ago, I called you and I asked you to give me a privilege about Jolly Classroom to my teachers and the online freelancer teachers. And you did, actually. Didn't you think about what if some of the organization come and deceive me, or someone come to me to take the course and then take the Jolly Classroom as a freelancer teacher, and then we found that it's an organization or so? Don't you think that it might happen?
I think that's unlikely, and the nature of the platform is that if anything untoward did happen, we still have control of it. So if no one can really deceive us, because like we would still have control of the user.
Yes, I'm quite sure. I'm quite sure. You know why? Because someone tried actually, and they came to me asking about the classes, and they cannot use it more than one teacher and so on. So I told them, no, it's only for one teacher. It's used for one teacher. You cannot use it several teachers or so. So no way they can take it. And thank you for this, because now I think that you are taking care of these things. You are taking control on your resources. And this is very important. I hope one day we can take control on the printed and the official trainers could be protected. Anyway, what's your strategy to for the Egyptian teachers and for Egypt to spread Jolly Classroom, or to enhance the Jolly teachers in Egypt?
I think the key is going to be always around Jolly Phonics spreads when people are using it successfully. So high quality training and schools that are supported and are using the program effectively, that means that you have kids that are reading well. And then from there, people see these results and then it spreads, right? So you can't, of course, the most important thing is having schools that are happy, supported, and are getting results, because then it spreads through word of mouth. The training and support is fundamental. Additionally, we want to look at how we can invest more and partner more in the market. And I think that's a conversation that we need to have with the distributors, as well as the trainers, and actually linking distributors and trainers together is another key attribute. But I think yeah, we need to develop it further. But there are lots of key attributes that are shared across countries, and high quality training is one of the most important things we can do.
Yes, this is very important to give high quality. And yesterday I was talking to Win you or Winu.
When you, yeah.
The Chinese guy is so cute actually. And I saw what you are trying to do with the trainers. And yes, this is very impressive.
Wonderful.
I
Yeah,
liked.
I think it's so important that all of the trainers have got all of this golden information, and I think it's that everyone in the world needs to kind of make sure they're constantly at the highest, performing at the highest level. And so if we can help that process and help people become like the absolute like solid experts at Jolly Phonics, and then move on to the other Jolly Grammar and Jolly Classroom and all of these different policies. I think historically we've not focused on making sure the trainers know everything that they need to know, and we've kind of just assumed that they do. And I think in many cases, like you're obviously and lots of others, that people are really secure. But I think there are also cases, especially with the unofficial people, that it's been less strong. And then if that happens and we get poor quality training, then we suffer. So we want to help people and trainers and our customers have the best training they can get and just deliver the best. Because if it doesn't, then we're in trouble. But yeah, I think it's a really key drive for us. Making sure that there's that.
Okay, thank you. And our meeting has come to its end.
Thank you, and thank you for working with us for so long. And I think we'll make good things happen. You're one of our longest serving trainers in Egypt. You've driven so much. We always hear wonderful things about you. You adopted Jolly Classroom with such force. Have driven it forward and found communities and teachers to push it out to. We thank you for all your hard work. And yeah, it's very much appreciated.
No, your words are really appreciated. I didn't expect this. This is too much anyway. Thank you. Thank you, Gilbert. Thanks for the nice time. Thanks for everything.